clients want to buy. They want
Yeah.
you to be their trusted advisor. They love the idea of saying my skin, advisor,
Yeah.
my skin, but whatever you call it. Because we love, it's called signals of, so for example, Starbucks is a signal of wealth. And without realizing, unconsciously, especially in Asia, where I live, Southeast Asia, Starbucks is way overpriced here, right? But they can still command a Western fee. You know why? Because over here, when somebody goes into a Starbucks and they walk out with that Starbucks cup, it's like putting on a Rolex. It's a signal
Yeah.
that I am okay, I am wealthy, I am safe.
Yeah.
And that's why we say my my car, my Rolex, whatever it is, but my personal trainer, my
Yeah.
skin advisor. And if you're going to be my something, you can charge a lot of money, and you should. You're literally charging not for the machines you've got, you're charging because you're giving access to your mind and being, in essence, their skin consultant.
Yeah. The thing is as well, because someone always puts blocks in the way themselves. And I've seen people work with you and seen the blocks they're putting in place. And obviously I teach people to like multi-layer what they're doing. And it obviously then makes them totally price irrelevant to anybody else what they're doing. But like to start with, everyone's always like, my clients would never go for that. And the thing is, it's like automatically you're discriminating your client, really. You're not giving them that option. And 9 times out of 10, straight away, they're like, yeah, go for it. But what you teach as well, there's always, I know you always teach to start it and get that price out the way straight away. So if someone doesn't go for that straight away, anything else you're going to talk about is a bargain, really, isn't it? Kind of thing. So I know I was talking to one of our members in Beauty Directors Club the other day, and she'd been talking to a client about something. It was going to be over £3,000, and then the client had said, "Well, I'm not quite ready." And so she said, "Well, we could start doing this." And then the client was, "Yeah, okay." And if she just started on that price of like something like £1,200, the client would have been wavering. But because you'd started high, it was like easy. And then that client's definitely going to go higher anyway.
Love that example. I can share another actually that I was consulting for one of my clients a couple of years ago, just before I moved to Thailand. And she said, "Pete, I really want to sell at £8,000. She was already selling at £5,000 per client, and she could sell this 2-3 times a week. She said, I do this all the time, right? And that's great. That's her entire business, to sell these transformations, to be a trusted skin expert to her client. And she said, but where the real profit's going to come in is where I charge 8,000. And by the way, if you're listening now going, these numbers, like this is a lot of numbers being around. Everybody believes £1,000 is a lot of money until they sell at £1,000.